welcome to the Divine Duality Secret Code Name event. This is secret code name Magdalena. All right, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Divine Duality Secret Code Name events, much like the moon events, right? These are purchased by individuals and they know their secret code name. Okay, so this is someone's personal divine duality reading. The beauty of these readings is that the secret code names allow anybody to resonate to them in divine time whenever you are meant to catch the message. Okay, so if Magdalena crossed your path and you resonated to it and were drawn to watch it, then there is most likely a message in here for you to take away from it. The divine duality readings, really get in touch with what your inner masculine or yang energy is, where it's at, and then where your inner feminine, your divine feminine, inner yin energy is, okay, where that's at. And then guidance on how to unite and or marry the two, or keep them in union if you are in union. Okay, so this is a self-insight reading. All right, this is a self-insight reading. This is to help you understand where your own energy is so that you can make adjustments where you feel necessary so that you can live your best life. Sometimes our biggest blind spot is ourself, right? We could see everybody else and all of their problems and everything they need to do, but our biggest blind spot is ourself. So these readings are to help you understand yourself and your blind spot so that you can do what you need to do. All right, so for today, masculine energy, I am using my Alchemy of England Tarot 1977, and then I'm also using my Naked Heart Tarot. And it was interesting because when I got these two decks, I was like, those are wildly different decks, and I was like, there's roses on the covers of each of them, and I was like, okay, Spirit. And then I'm using my notes from the universe on love and connection for the guidance. All right, so getting into the divine masculine energy first. The divine masculine energy is your yang, okay? That is your ability to call the shots, your willpower, it's your choosing ability, okay? Your masculine is the action, it's the pursuit of, right? It's your passion and desire and your and determination to achieve the energy alignment, right? It's what chooses the outcome. It is what chooses the result. So it's the thoughts, and it's the thoughts and it's the headspace, okay? It's the thoughts and it's the headspace. This is our masculine energy. So we're going to see where it is. Spirit, what is going on with secret code name Magdalena in their inner world, their inner masculine specifically right now? What is going on in their headspace so that they can better understand themselves and adjust where necessary? Do I have this deck standing up right? There we go. All right, Spirit. What's going on with Magdalena's divine masculine energy? What is going on in their thoughts, in their headspace, in their willpower, their desire? What is going on? All right, so we've got the Two of Wands and the Seven of Coin. What else? The Knight of Swords. Really, I started doing this reading and my throat doesn't want to cooperate. Which is interesting because we have a Knight of Swords out here. What else? Bottom of the deck is the Knave of Swords. Top of the deck is the Sun. Okay. Where your head's at? If you look at this Sun card, it's actually being eclipsed by the moon. All right. And it's a beautiful woman who, unfortunately, her head, which is the masculine energy, right? The head space, is this gargoyle demon-looking gremlin touched water type creature. The woman is beautiful, but the headspace is unattractive. We'll just put it that way. The headspace, what is going on in the headspace is unattractive. Okay. Bottom of the deck being the Knave of Swords is the need to go back to beginner's mind and the ability to receive that which you want to manifest with the Queen of Swords under, or the Queen of Pentacles under that. The Lovers under that. See, the problem is, you had crossed sacred fluids with someone who was definitely in their shadows or in their demons, and you became what is essentially bloodbound. There's even a chance that you had done like blood magic in a past life with those energies. Especially because the Knave of Swords here is pointing at the book. And he's a skeleton like death. It's almost like the Akashic records. It's like history. So you're potentially manifesting, choosing from this place that's it's not in alignment. With the cards that we have down here, we have the Two of Wands clarified by the Knave of Chalices, which means you're at a crossroads, energetically speaking. And you're carrying a cross. Carrying a cross or a cross you're bearing, right? Again, with this dualistic animal type energy where it's different, the head is different, right? And not all the cards are like that, because this one's out here, you know, very beautiful woman. So you have two cards here where you're split, and the head is what is essentially grotesque or demonic, you know what I mean? You've got demons in your headspace. And you're carrying this cross, this love cross. You might be seriously questioning whether or not you should just reach out and ask somebody how they're doing. Like a, hey, it's been a while, because a part of you wants to know. A part of you wants to know for sure. And if that's the choice that you make, you will end up disappointed. You'll end up disappointed. You'll end up going through what is essentially a death and be completely fucking brokenhearted. And then if you thought you were trapped in your mind before, you're really going to be trapped in your mind then. You'll definitely go through what is essentially a phoenix moment after. But damn if that don't fucking hurt. finding yourself after going on what is essentially a fucking bender. Shit. You know, I'll tell you this, just because it's relevant to what is going on, like, legit right now. At this reading, I was having a conversation with my son yesterday because he wanted to wish someone a happy birthday. He really enjoyed this person, felt close to this person. And it was her birthday. August 5th is her birthday. And he goes, Mama, I'm torn because I want to wish her a happy birthday, but I don't know what to do because we're not in communication with them. She's very close to my ex, who is essentially, for those of you who follow D&D, he is Mephistopheles. Okay? He is. Real life Mephistopheles. And I said to him, I was like, well, think about it. You know, they haven't spoken to us in months. I was like, she probably really just wants to enjoy her birthday. And they're probably celebrating her birthday with her. And I said, and if you were to message her happy birthday, I said, how do you think that might change her mood? How do you think that might upset the other people in her reality? I was like, you might want to wish her a happy birthday. And you're thinking of her. I said, but would it potentially ruin her birthday? And if it could, would you want to be the reason why her birthday was ruined? And he said, no, I wouldn't, and you're right. And so he wanted to, but he of his own free will chose not to, because I don't tell my son what to do. I talk to him and I let him figure it out. He chooses. And sometimes we want to reach out to people because we're not happy and we miss them. You know, my son is not happy that he doesn't get to experience her and have her in his life. She was a beautiful heart, beautiful, compassionate person. And they got close. She was like a grandmom to him, you know what I mean? Or an aunt. Like, Kevin got really close to her. And he misses her. He misses her. And he's not happy that he doesn't get to wish her happy birthday, but what if she's happy? What if she's happy and enjoying her day, and just reaching out like that would shift everything? It's kind of selfish to not consider how our own actions would affect another person, right? And I feel like with this message, if a part of you in your own headspace really does want to reach out to someone because you're sad and you miss them, what if they are happy? What if they're just enjoying their life with who is in their life? And you messaging them would throw it all off because they've allowed themselves to be happy and move forward. I asked my son to please trust that if they are meant to be in his life at some point in time, that they will be back in his life at some point in time. And in the meantime, he really does have to let go and move forward with his life and who is in his life, and find his own ability to be happy with where he is and who is there and what's going on, and allow for new to happen, you know? Because this Two of Wands with that Knave, which is a Page of Chalices. The Two of Wands is a soul tear. It's an inner torn between A and B. There's no pressing reality that is making you choose. It's feeling torn in soul and feeling like you need to choose. And a part of you wants to stay stuck, right? The one that's anchored to the castle, and then the other one is free and is calling you to journey forward. You might want to seriously communicate something nice, something simple, just to open it up and get a feel right for something, and it's not the right headspace. You're eclipsing your light with your moon, your shadow of the moon, right? No matter what your moon sign is, every sign has a shadow. Every sign has a shadow. And shadows in general, they will sabotage you and put you through what is essentially the death phase or a dark night of the soul and force you to evolve, because the reality will keep slapping you in the face. The more we deny the reality, it just keeps slapping us in the face. We got the 7 of coins with the Ace of Wands. You feel like no matter what you do, you're uninspired. You're uninspired to make changes. It's almost like whoever it is that you want to reach out to, this communication that keeps popping up, whoever it is because you don't feel inspired to do anything without them. It's like you know what you have to do, but you don't actually feel inspired to do it because the drive's missing, right? With the 7 of Pentacles, it's a not being able to reap the reward. It's not feeling inspired because you don't see the reward there. The rewards you want in your mind, right? You don't see the reward at the end of taking the action, so you're just uninspired to take it because, well, the reward's not at the end of it. But it's still the action you need to take, you know what I mean? You don't actually feel inspired. You have no reason to do it, but you're looking for an outer reason when the reason's internal, you know? The Knight of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Swords. This is the Death card on the Knight of Swords. Literally the Reaper on the white horse. And he's coming with the truth. He's coming with the truth. The Queen of Swords is all about the truth and the divine feminine heart space. Your heart fucking knows. And it's almost like wanting to communicate your heartfelt truth, but the Reaper comes with it. The Reaper comes with it. So you can go through it. You can choose it, right? Masculine energy. You can choose it. You could choose the experience. You could choose the Reaper. You could choose to have what is essentially the harsh reality of things with all these swords, right? The facts. It's the facts. Whenever I think of swords energy, air energy, it's cold facts. Cold facts. There's no emotions in it. It's just reality, right? Face value facts. I know this is hard to hear. This whole reading, I know it's hard to hear, but I know you already know it. I know you already know this. That's why you haven't reached out yet. That's why you haven't said, hey, it's been a while, how you doing? That's why, because you fucking know. You already know. Three of Wands. Clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. Let the fucking truth. The Three of Wands is the journey. That's the journey. That's going from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, where you're spiritually stuck to where you're saying, fuck it, and I'm moving forward. And that truth, accepting the truth, that no matter how much you want to reach out to them and wish them a happy birthday, it's not your place. They're happy. You would be disturbing what they're essentially doing in their own reality. The truth is that if they moved on and they're happy, that you have to let yourself move on and be happy. That they're mirroring for you for a reason. Our divine counterparts, especially who we feel are our divine counterparts, they mirror for us for a reason. There's a reason why. I said it the other day in a reading or one of the cards in Divine Time, like picture posts that I put up. They are our mirror for a reason. There is something about their reality, the light of their reality, not their shadow, but the light of their reality that we ourselves need to integrate and literally become. Literally become. Like even in my own divine counterpart dynamic, because like I said the other day in a video, which I have since not removed, but created as unlisted. So if people have the link to it, you know, that I shared out and stuff, they could still find it, but it's not public anymore. And the reason being is I realized with the scorpionic energy that was happening the other day, when I was like, I will not humor my demons. I will not humor my demons. And it was like, fuck. And I totally did. I was humoring my fucking demons, which, you know, is this undying loyalty and love to what essentially hurts me. Okay. And I realized after this scorpionic moon started to move off my Pluto and South node placement, you know, that's only pinging on the fucking Mercury alignment, that I really do need to not humor my demons. Like when I say he is Mephistopheles, he's fucking devil. He is, God bless him, but for me he's the devil. But I in hindsight, you know, I'm on my own doing my own thing and I'm happy, and that really is what he needs. And he's with family and living a nice life, and that's great, you know, that's great. And that's what I need to accept and embrace into my life, you know what I mean? So I have to be willing to allow that reality to happen for me. And it will happen in divine time, you know what I mean? Train, right? Divine confirmation. It will happen in divine time. But I first have to allow it to be real in here. We're talking masculine energy. I have to allow it to be real in here. I'm not going to live the rest of my life alone and die alone because I don't have anybody in my life that I'm willing to commit to or even consider. Like, I'm sure that every line, every healthy boundary that I've drawn, I won't date an alcoholic. I won't date somebody who is a liar, you know what I mean, or a cheater, whatever. I will hold my own. I won't give up my work for shit, you know what I mean? Like, no way. Like, someone's either going to tick all the boxes or they're not, and I'm okay with knowing that someone's going to tick all the boxes one day. I can embrace the reality that someone will actually check them all off, and I will, in turn, check off all of theirs. You know what I mean? I have to be willing to accept the reality in my mirror and not resist it. So whatever you're dealing with in your mirror, the person that you feel is the love of your life, whatever is going on, if they're not in your life, like, be able to achieve in your mind the acceptance of that mirror for yourself. Because this is asking you, your mind wants to reach out and knows damn right well you shouldn't, and that you really do need to move forward because it's keeping you stuck. You have to be able to embrace the mirror that they're showing you. Just like they need to be able to embrace the mirror you're showing them. Leaving unhealthy situations, toxic situations, letting people go, getting things done to better your life. You've got to be the mirror for them too. Especially if you know they need to. You got to be able to do it. You got to be able to do it. That's where your headspace is at. Don't be uninspired because you're not getting motivation from the outer experience. Find your inner motivation. Use the mirror to your advantage, not your detriment, right? Because we can sink into the reflection we wish we were seeing, or we could see the reflection for what it is and apply it the way it's supposed to be applied. All right, so if that's where your headspace is at, where's your heart space at? Secret code name Magdalena, right? Where's your heart space at? The heart space, the divine feminine energy is the emotion, the intuition, the sensing, the receptivity, right? Our ability to choose what we receive based on our own energetic vibration and alignment. How we feel is our alignment. That's what goes out into the universe, right? That's our energetic alignment. That's our vibration. How we feel is what we end up manifesting more of. So our divine feminine is what we're choosing to receive. It's where the masculine energy chooses from, right? It chooses based on our alignment, and our alignment comes from our feelings. So what is going on, Spirit, please? With Magdalena's heart space, divine feminine energy within the self. What are you feeling about? What are you feeling about? Oh, card wanted to flip and didn't. All right, clarities, please. Top of the deck is the Eight of Wands, or bottom of the deck rather is the Eight of Wands. Top of the deck is the Nine of Cups, and the Devil wanted to fall off with it. Don't even want to go back under. So consciously on your heart space, you're wishing for the Devil. The demons, right? The demons. You're wishing for your shadow. You're consciously feeling about wishing for your shadow. But Spirit is trying to tell you this is an inner conflict. The underlying issue, Spirit is telling you, Eight of Wands, that's like universe trying to communicate with you, right? It's telling you this is an internal conflict. You need a new foundation. You need to stand up for yourself. Okay, you know this. But your head, literally, but your head is in a fog. But your head is in a fog. You're trying to see ahead, right? Giraffe energy. You're trying to see ahead, but your head is in a fog. What you're feeling about is the home. Got the Ten of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. The Heart of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Your heart truly does want a new home environment. That's the truth. You want a happy, stable, dream reality new home. The problem with the headspace is it wasn't inspired because it couldn't see the goal. So yeah, you want the new home, but you want it with this person. And if you're not going to have it with this person, then you don't want it at all. You're not inspired to go get it without them. The Spirit's like, but you got to go get it without them. The Nine of Wands, clarified by the Star card. This is your own victim mentality, your own monkey mind, right? You need to take down your spiritual walls. You need to heal it. You need to heal it. This is you feeling like a victim and wanting someone to reach out and say, it's okay, I'll save you. You don't have to be a victim anymore. When that's your job. That's your job. Your heart feels like a victim and it wants to heal, so it's your job. It's not out there's job, it's in here's job. You feel like a soulmate is the divine masculine, the Two of Cups with the Emperor. You feel like a soulmate is the divine masculine. But that's the problem with your divine masculine, the headspace being toxic. You are your divine masculine energy. Your divine masculine, your headspace, your choices, your shot calling ability, your willpower, your determination, that's what saves you. You are your masculine. You are your masculine. You save your heart space. You end your pain. You challenge the victim mentality and say, no fucking way am I a victim anymore. No fucking way. I save myself. I connect to my heart and understand. I don't need somebody else's heart to connect to mine and understand and show empathy for me and rescue me. I do it for myself. I don't need someone out there to connect to me and have compassion and empathy and save me. I connect to me and have empathy for me and compassion for me and save me. The Ace of Wands, your inspiration is your strength. That's your inner compassion. That's you being your own guardian angel, that your own strength is your angel. You are your angel. You are. Your heart knows it. Your feminine energy knows it. That's why it's pushing you. That's why it's pushing you. Your heart wants to heal this monkey-minded energy. Your heart wants you to connect with yourself and your own masculine energy. You don't actually want to hurt anymore. And yet the shadow in the mind, right? The wishing for your shadow to be the reality. It's painful as fuck. And yet that's what you're doing. And Spirit's trying to tell you, like, please, please end your own inner conflict. Let yourself inspire yourself. Is your pain, is you wanting to end your pain not enough to inspire you, that you would rather stay in it so that another can save you? Is you not wanting to feel pain anymore not enough? Because the longer you hold on to your pain and you are unwilling to let this go, I promise you, you will end up reaching out to whoever it is you want to reach out to in your head, and you will get fucking slammed. You'll get slammed. Either way you choose it, either way, because you're either going to choose to move forward for yourself on your own, and that fire is going to ignite under your ass, and you're going to start doing things for you and being inspired by you and the life that you want to create pain-free, or you're going to be insistent on feeling the pain, pull some I'm going to reach out to them shit, and get fucking hammered like pain tenfold, because the pain that you're feeling now is not enough to propel you forward, so you need more pain to propel you forward. Pick one. What do you want? Do you want to say, fuck it, I don't want to feel this pain I'm feeling right now, let alone more? I'm just going to say, fuck it, and move forward with my life and be inspired by me. Or, you know what? No, this pain is hard, but it's not enough. And I'm going to create more pain by focusing on my pain. I'm going to create more pain because maybe more pain will finally propel me forward. Because pain has a way of doing that. When something burns, when you touch the oven and it's hot and it burns, you pull your hand away as fast as you fucking can. It's like you're holding your hand over the hot burner. And you know it's fucking hot, but it's not hot enough for you to pull your hand away. Do you really need to touch it? Do you really need to touch it so that you go flying backwards, screaming in pain, and now you're in recovery mode? Your heart wants to heal. And so your heart will heal. What you choose with your own masculine energy is entirely up to you. Your masculine energy is going to be what saves you, whether it's the easier way or the hard way. But you already know this. You know what I mean? These cards ain't telling you anything that you don't know. That's why you love me. I love you too. Oh, Magdalena. What's the advice? What's the advice from Spirit, from the universe, to help you in your highest good? Your highest good. In the pursuit of life, liberty, happiness, like love, truth, compassion, and all that is good. Like, what is in your highest good? What message does Spirit want you to have? All there is to love has been there all along. It's been there all along. When you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown. So rock on, the universe. What person have you not found love in before? What place in here have you not found love before? When you begin to find love in the people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown. The people and places, that's you right in here. When you find it inside there, you've grown. It's been there all along. It's been there all along. I have faith this message in divine time, as these readings, these divine duality readings always are. let it propel you forward. Know that my love and support is here for you always. And that your inner strength, you got this. You can love you better than anybody else has. You can inspire you more than anybody else has. And you can have compassion and love for yourself more than anybody else has. You got this. All right. Till next time. Bye.